Okay, I am super excited. This is Jester King's Porter. I was reading a little bit on it. So they have a cultured yeast, a brewer's yeast. So that's like, already been saved and used over and over. And then they actually have some native yeast. So you can literally get it from like plants, fruit, whatever. It's literally all around us. And so they basically made a blend. And so the focus is they have a buddy, Ran Pattinson, and this is basically the porters that he experienced in East Germany, and so they're abundant there. I don't remember if I had a porter in Germany. It was fun times though, fun times. So yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what they created with this. Porters are very caramelly, I guess you could say, dark notes, toasty, kind of malty. They vary. Some can be a little smoky. It definitely is enjoyable, and usually how I think it's more of a lager family. Stouts are definitely just in the ale, so this is something that can really help you understand that there's more going on than just the American lager. You got pills, you got porters, got all kinds of stuff going on. So this one's definitely a happy medium. I can help the people that are more into ales enjoy a lager, not realizing that they're doing it. Now they realize it. And then for anybody else, it can change your flavor profile for darker toasty notes. So brown ales, amber ales, those start going into a good darker color and flavor and everything. And lager can too, and that's the whole point of this. And so I'm very excited. So let's see what they have. Cheers. Not trying to be loud. Whoa. So hopefully, yeah. So this is gonna be inspired by that, but they definitely have their own unique yeast blend. Oh no, sorry. There we go. Let's go with that. It's looking gorgeous already. It's very dark. I can't even see through it. Oh, so it has that distinct, light, almost sour funk, because that's a wild yeast. You don't know how much alcohol they're gonna produce. The main reason brewers have their yeast is because you're confident in what they can handle alcohol-wise and what they can produce, and you can use them over and over, and you have a good, consistent thing happening every time. So this one ended up being 8.4. If you only stuck with the brewer's yeast, you probably go higher, or you can just get good flavor and have lower. So just know these things. They thought about everything when they made this bad boy. So there's a reason why they have all this going on. Yeah, it's almost like there we go. Now I'm getting the smoky, toasty notes right underneath. Off the bat, that wild yeast really has that kick. That's what I'm wanting. There it is. So I'm getting beautiful, toasty, smoky, very silky, deep, dark flavors. And then there's this nice little wild tanginess that's just there. It's not quite like a lemon, not quite vinegar. It just has a little extra kick. So just know, if you're normally a sour beer lover, this is gonna really push your dark, toasty, smoky notes. Anyone who really just likes Rasputin and things like that, this is really gonna push more of your sour beer. So I think it's very beautifully balanced. I had a couple from Blue Owl, and the original one I didn't like, but I love the barrel aged one. And I had their, I think Black Metal is the one they have, and those are like stouts though. So those are the ones that I'm using to compare the dark beer. But being a porter, it's lighter, doesn't feel super heavy, even though it's high, 8%. It feels refreshing, almost like, a casual beer to have in the sun. Not in the sun, but outside. Oh yeah, it definitely opens up more, and it lends a little help to the sweet notes in the beer. They get taken over by the hops adds to it and kind of like tones it down. But with that wild yeast, that little tang in there, it comes back and forth. So I'm getting the little zing and then the sweet subtle notes, and I'm getting a lot of that smoke and a lot of that just nice roasty malt. That's what I'm getting. Almost, it's not quite chocolate, but it's definitely close. Dark chocolate. But because of the other stuff going on, it's really staying active. It's not sip and then gone. It's just, even though I'm talking right now, still taste it. It's beautiful. Wow. Just love it. Jester King does great things. So all the crazy things I'm talking about, the whole point is to think about it. If you enjoy sour beers, there's something you can go for. If you want to try more dark beers, there's something to go for, but it doesn't have that. And definitely, since it's made beautifully, it's going to be very dark. But because it's a porter, it's going to be very smooth, very easygoing, more refreshing, vibrant, where stouts can get a little heavy. Overall, like this is something I can see coming from like Germany or something. Like, so if I would have bought one of their bottles, I would have been able to compare. But I definitely see why you want this memory and bring it back, and they just put their own little style on it, and it's just great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get another one because this is awesome. So it has definitely plenty of stuff to read on the back. That's the beauty of it. I will keep looking at it. Overall, very dark. Sorry, I don't even know what's that. I think like 30. It's just dark, but it's a porter. It's gonna be light. I did chill it, so as it's warming up, I can get more and more. There it is. So as you're hanging out, talking, chit-chatting, definitely take a whiff, see what's going on. People just be like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's changing. Right now it's cold. Let it sit out for a little bit. Now it's starting to warm up. Your taste buds are now adjusted from that little bit you had. So now you can really, damn, do I like this? Do I want this? I think you should. So I poured about a glass. I probably got 2 more glasses in here. So a little over 3. But yeah, amazing. So I hope you get it. I think it's worth it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. Very awesome. So there you go. Hopefully it just taught you a couple lessons. And so when you're looking at other beer, you know why you're thinking about getting that one. And you can change up from the normal, oh yeah, that's the one I'm used to. That's the one I know. Because that's one thing I don't like is like, I just go with what I know. It's like you'll never know about other beers unless you start learning about them and trying other ones. And then you can get a better feel. So solid buy. Love it. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. It's very refreshing for a dark beer. If you're not sure on it, just know if you want to have a sour or not. Because that's the thing about Jester King. They're going to play with wild yeasts. They always do it all the time. And that's like their thing. But they're not always trying to make a super sour, tangy beer. They really want balance and quality. And that's just something to know when you're trying their beers and enjoying them. So there you go. Have a good night and be safe.